Hey, what's up, everybody? It's GleeCon, and I'm back again, bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft. Thank you for joining me on this one. We're going to continue with the series. We've been alternating between two different things right now. We're doing long plays where we try to do completionist run together every little painful or long or enjoyable step along the way. On the last one, we cleared another run of Lower Blackrock Spire. We got the second of the gems, the one from the final boss. So we just need the last one, the one from the ogre, and then we have Seal of Ascension. We also turned in Biju's belongings and picked up her next step. So we're going to need to do another full clear tomorrow anyway. And we turned in the Overlord, whatever, the Warug quest, so that we turned the little ogre mage back in from a trog back into an ogre. So that was all cool. And to cap it off, we got a sick sword, just an awesome blade, some Reaper two-handed sword for a ret paladin. It looks really cool. I'm really excited to just go back and use it tomorrow. And the other part we're doing is we're catching up on all of the lore that's kind of not canon anymore that we originally skipped. Because we have that time and the space to do it, and we're just now going to start with the material that is in the Warcraft 2 expansion with an in-game lore book called The Invasion of Draenor, but I can't go in-game for it because it is only found in-game inside the library in Scholomance. And while we do have the Scholomance key, I did not want to get a whole run together to pause the whole run so I can do this. If I had the key on a stealth character, I would maybe try, but we don't. So without that, again, we could have done this a couple other ways too. We could have gone to retail. If you look at retail, in retail, this is found in Scholomance also only, but you could probably solo your way through Scholomance if you wanted to. So that's another option. We could have maybe had someone let us in the door with one of my stealth classes, but then no guarantee that we could make it there. So all that being said, I just decided to hop on. We've done this one other time, I think, where we're just going to read it on Wowhead and get the general experience this way. But if you want to read the book in person, go ahead and hop into Scholomance. So without further ado, stay a while and listen. At first, as the fires of the Second War died down, the Alliance took aggressive steps. Oh, by the way, this is called the Invasion of Draenor. Let's start that again. As the fires of the Second War died down, the Alliance took aggressive steps to contain the Orcish threat. A number of large internment camps meant to house the captive orcs were constructed in southern Lordaeron, guarded by both the paladins and the veteran soldiers of the Alliance. The camps proved to be a great success. Though the captive orcs were tense and anxious to do battle once more, the various camp wardens based at the old prison fortress of Durnhold kept the peace and maintained a strong semblance of order. However, on the hellish world of Draenor, a new orcish army prepared to strike at the unsuspecting alliance. Ner'zhul, the former member of Gul'dan, rallied the remaining orc clans under his dark banner. Aided by the Shadow Moon clan, the old shaman planned to open a number of portals on Draenor that would lead the Horde to new, unspoiled worlds. To power his new portals, he needed a number of enchanted artifacts from Azeroth. To procure them, Ner'zhul reopened the Dark Portal and sent his ravenous servants charging through it. The new Horde, that's Pepper, led by the veteran chieftains such as Grom Hellscream and Kilrog Deadeye of the Bleeding Hollow clan, surprised the Alliance defense forces and rampaged through the countryside. Under Ner'zhul's surgical command, the orcs quickly rounded up the artifacts that they needed and fled back to the safety of Draenor. King Taranis of Lordaeron, convinced that the orcs were preparing a new invasion of Azeroth, assembled his most trusted lieutenants. He ordered General Turalyon and the Archmage Khadgar to lead an expedition through the Dark Portal to put an end to the Orcish threat once and for all. Turalyon and Khadgar's forces marched into Draenor and repeatedly clashed with Ner'zhul's clans upon the ravaged Hellfire Peninsula. Even with the aid of the High Elf Illyria Windrunner, the dwarf Kurdrin Wildhammer, and the veteran soldier Daneth Trollbane, Khadgar was unable to prevent Ner'zhul from opening his portals to other worlds. Ner'zhul finally opened his portals to other worlds, but he did not foresee the terrible price he would pay. The portal's tremendous energies began to tear the very fabric of Draenor apart. As Tyralion's forces fought desperately to return home to Azeroth, the world of Draenor began to buckle in upon itself. Grom Hellscream and Kilrog Deadeye, realizing that Ner'zhul's mad plans would doom their entire race, rallied the remaining orcs and escaped back to the relative safety of Azeroth. On Draenor, Tyralion and Khadgar agreed to make the ultimate sacrifice by destroying the Dark Portal from their side. Though it would cost their lives and the lives of their companions, they knew that it was the only way to ensure Azeroth's survival. Even as Hellscream and Deadeye hacked their way through the human ranks in a desperate bid for freedom, the Dark Portal exploded behind them. For them and the remaining orcs on Azeroth, there would be no going back. Ner'zhul and his loyal Shadowmoon clan passed through the largest of the newly created portals as massive volcanic eruptions began to break Draenor's continents apart. The burning seas rose up and rolled the shattered landscape as the tortured world was finally consumed in a massive apocalyptic explosion. Yeah, and a lot of those events are covered in the expansion to Warcraft 2. And the first expansion to World of Warcraft deals with a lot of that fallout. It really is rich, that connection between Draenor and this. Such in hindsight, such a great, like lore-wise, such a great expansion. Play-wise, maybe my least favorite or second least favorite. But, that's not counting the very, very newest stuff. But that's a cool little piece of lore that we have for this set. And that's it. Hopefully you guys learned a little something or enjoyed what you read. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft. This one's in the pipe, 5x5.